There was once a traveler who carried a small bag wherever he went. The bag seemed light at first, but with every insult he remembered, every disappointment he collected, and every grudge he refused to release, the bag became heavier. Day after day he complained that the road was difficult. The weather was unfair, and the people around him were troublesome. Yet he never realized that the greatest weight he carried was not on his shoulders, but within his own heart. One day, while resting beneath a tree, he met an old wise man. Seeing the traveler struggle, the wise man asked, "Why do you look so tired?" The traveler replied, "The world is against me. People disrespect me. They make me angry, and my anger gives me no peace." The wise man smiled gently and handed him a cup filled to the brim with water. "Walk around the tree and return without spilling a drop," he said. The traveler focused carefully and completed the task. Not a single drop was lost. The wise man then asked, "While walking, did you notice the birds singing?" "No." "Did you notice the people passing by?" "No." "Did you notice the noise from the road?" "No." The traveler shook his head. "You did not notice these things because your attention was completely on the cup." In the same way, when your attention is guided by wisdom, anger loses its power over you. But when your attention is captured by every insult and every irritation, anger becomes your master. The traveler sat quietly, reflecting on these words. The wise man continued, "Anger is like holding a burning coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else before it reaches them. It burns your own hand." Many people believe their anger punishes others, but often it only destroys their own peace. The traveler asked, "Then should I never feel anger?" "Anger may arise," the wise man replied. "Just as clouds appear in the sky, emotions appear in the mind. The problem is not that anger comes. The problem is when you invite it to stay. Feed it with your thoughts and allow it to guide your actions." The wise man pointed toward a nearby lake. "Look at the water. When it is calm, it reflects the mountains clearly. When it is disturbed, even the moon cannot be seen. Your mind is the same. An angry mind cannot see truth. It cannot make wise decisions. It reacts without understanding." The traveler watched the gentle ripples on the lake. "Whenever anger appears," said the wise man, "do not immediately speak. Do not immediately act. First, become aware of it. Notice how it feels in your body. Notice the heat, the tension, the racing thoughts. Simply observe it. Awareness creates space between you and your anger." The traveler listened carefully. "Next, breathe slowly and deeply. A calm breath is a bridge back to peace. Anger rushes like a storm, but your breath can anchor you like a tree with deep roots." The wise man picked up a handful of sand and threw it into the air. The wind carried it away. Anger hurts you before anyone else. Anger is like holding a burning coal. It burns the one holding it before it affects anyone else. Anger often feels like a weapon we hold against someone who has hurt us. But in reality, it usually harms us long before it reaches anyone else. Imagine picking up a burning piece of coal with the intention of throwing it at another person before you even have the chance to let it go. The heat begins to burn your own hand. Anger works in much the same way. It fills the mind with restless thoughts, speeds up the heartbeat, and clouds clear judgment. While we believe we are punishing someone else, we are often the ones losing our peace, our happiness, and our ability to think wisely. A single moment of uncontrolled anger can damage relationships that took years to build. And words spoken in rage cannot always be taken back. The person who offended you may move on with their life, while you continue carrying resentment that grows heavier each day. Every time you replay the hurt in your mind, you give anger more power over your thoughts and emotions. True freedom begins when you realize that letting go is not a gift to the other person, but a gift to yourself. Releasing anger does not mean approving of wrong actions. It means refusing to allow bitterness to control your heart. The greatest victory is not over another person, but over the fire within yourself, because inner peace is always worth protecting. Awareness is the first step to control instead of reacting immediately. Observe your anger, notice your emotions, and create space before responding. The moment anger begins to rise, most people react without realizing what is happening inside them. They speak quickly, act impulsively, or make decisions they later regret. Yet anger loses much of its power when it is simply noticed, instead of immediately obeyed. The first step toward mastering any emotion is awareness. When you become conscious of your feelings, you create a small space between the emotion and your response. In that space, wisdom has the chance to guide you. Instead of saying, "I am angry," quietly remind yourself, "Anger is arising within me." This simple shift changes your relationship with the emotion. You are no longer becoming the anger, you are observing it. Pay attention to the signs your body gives you: the tightening of your jaw, the quickening of your heartbeat, the tension in your shoulders, or the warmth spreading across your face. These signals are gentle reminders to pause rather than react. Take a slow, deep breath and allow your mind to settle before choosing your next words. Most conflicts grow. Awareness interrupts that cycle and opens the door to patience, understanding, and self-control. The more often you practice observing your emotions without being ruled by them, the stronger your inner discipline becomes. Over time, anger may still appear, but it will no longer command your actions. Instead, it becomes a passing visitor, while your peace remains firmly rooted within you. A calm mind makes better decisions, just as still water reflects clearly. A peaceful mind can see the truth and respond with wisdom rather than emotion. When the mind is filled with anger, it becomes difficult to see situations as they truly are. Every word sounds like an attack. Every mistake appears intentional, and every disagreement feels like a personal insult. Anger creates a fog that hides truth and replaces it with assumptions. A calm mind, however, has the ability to look beyond the first emotion and understand what is really happening. Think of a quiet lake on a still morning. When the water is peaceful, it reflects the sky, the trees, and the mountains with perfect clarity. But if the water is disturbed by strong winds, the reflection disappears. The mind works in exactly the same way. When emotions are turbulent, clear thinking fades. This is why decisions made in moments of intense anger are often followed by regret. Words spoken in haste can wound deeply, and actions taken without reflection can create problems that last for years. Choosing calm does not mean ignoring injustice or pretending that nothing is wrong. It means allowing your emotions to settle before deciding how to respond. Patience gives wisdom the opportunity to speak, while anger only demands immediate reaction. A peaceful mind can distinguish between what truly matters and what should simply be released. It sees solutions where an angry mind sees only conflict. The greatest decisions in life are rarely made in moments of rage. They are made when the heart is steady, the mind is clear, and inner peace leads the way. Use your breath to regain control. Slow, deep breathing helps calm the mind, reduce emotional intensity, and prevent impulsive reactions. When anger begins to rise, the body often reacts before the mind has a chance to think clearly. Your breathing becomes fast and shallow, your heartbeat speeds up, and your muscles tighten as if preparing for a battle. In these moments, one of the simplest yet most powerful tools you possess is your breath. A slow, steady breath reminds both the body and the mind that there is no need to react immediately. Instead of allowing anger to take control, pause for a few moments and breathe in deeply through your nose. Then slowly breathe out. Repeat this several times, paying full attention to the movement of your breath. As your breathing becomes calmer, your thoughts begin to slow down as well. The storm inside you gradually loses its strength, making room for patience and understanding. You may not be able to stop anger from appearing. A single deep breath can prevent harsh words that cannot be taken back or decisions that bring lasting regret. Every calm breath creates a small space between emotion and response, and within that space lies wisdom. The more you practice this simple habit, the more natural it becomes during difficult moments. Over time, your breath transforms into a trusted companion, guiding you back to balance whenever emotions become overwhelming. True self-control often begins not with grand actions, but with one quiet, mindful breath. True strength is self-mastery. Real power is not winning arguments or defeating others, but controlling your own emotions and maintaining inner peace in difficult situations. Many people believe that strength is measured by how loudly they speak, how quickly they respond, or how easily they can defeat those who oppose them. Yet the greatest strength is far quieter and far more difficult to achieve. It is the ability to remain calm when anger invites you to react, to choose patience when frustration demands immediate action, and to respond with wisdom instead of emotion. Anyone can lose control in a moment of rage, but only a disciplined mind can remain steady in the middle of conflict. True self-mastery begins with understanding that you cannot control the words, actions, or opinions of other people, but you can always choose how you respond. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to practice inner discipline. Every insult becomes a chance to protect your peace instead of surrendering it. This does not mean becoming weak or allowing others to mistreat you. It means acting with clarity rather than being driven by emotion. A person who has mastered themselves does not need to prove their power through anger, because their calm presence speaks louder than any harsh words. They understand that lasting peace is worth more than winning a pointless argument. Each time you choose kindness over revenge, patience over frustration, and understanding over blame, you strengthen your character. The greatest victory in life is not conquering another person, but conquering the anger within your own heart, where true freedom and lasting peace are found.